Hi everybody, and welcome back to Teachers Talk Money, where I help teachers master their money in order to give back to themselves. Today we're going to be talking about my net worth for August 2020. This summer, I decided to live off my savings, as most of you guys know, meaning that ultimately, although I'm still saving money and investing money, my net worth has been going down for the months of July and August. Last month in July, my net worth went down by almost $800. I believe it was a total of $770 something. And this month in August, it went down even further. So let's take a look at the damage together and see where that money decreased, and look forward to the future in September when it will actually be increasing once again. So as always, let's start by talking about my investment accounts. My primary investment account that I contributed to most actively this year was my Roth IRA. Now, since I had the money set aside for both July and August already, I decided to make all of the contributions to my Roth IRA in July to take advantage of a little bit more compound interest by getting that money in there earlier. So I had designated $820 to put aside in my Roth IRA for August, but I already put that aside, so that was tracked in my July net worth video. So this month I contributed $0, and my Roth IRA total is $8,605, which is up by $183, and that is all pure interest on what I have already invested into it. While it's not as big of an increase as last month, I still love seeing that my money is making money for me without me having to do anything other than set it aside each and every month. My next investment account is my 457B, which is my employer-sponsored retirement account. If you want to know why I choose to contribute to my 457 over my 403B, you can check out my Investing for Retirement as a Teacher video, where I explain the differences between those two and even what a Roth IRA is and all of that goodness. I'll link that down below. So my 457, I didn't contribute anything to this month, and it is now $2,475, which is up by a total of $75. And once again, that is just from investments that I have contributed months and months ago, and I love seeing it grow without me even doing anything. Finally, we have my pension. If you've been watching these videos, you know that my pension is something that I wasn't able to have access to all the time, so I just tracked the contributions into it and I did not track any of the interest. Well, I finally got some information in the mail, and now I have access to it and I can see the exact amount every month. So from here on out, I'm going to be giving you guys a more accurate picture of what my pension includes. Interestingly, I was extremely close in my estimations for what my pension would be, even though I was only tracking the contributions rather than the interest. But my pension total is $7,308, which is up from last month's estimation by a total of $56. And that still is purely interest because I wasn't working these past 2 months. I was not having money taken out of my paycheck and put into my pension. So once again, that growth is strictly interest. So those are all the accounts in which my totals grew. Now we're going to talk about my savings overall. And this is where we see the most damage. So my emergency fund total is now $5,029. I didn't have to take any money out for emergencies, and this actually grew by $4 just from the interest on the high yield savings account. So that one is technically increased, even if it's just by $4. And now the real culprit, which are my other savings accounts. Because this is where I took the money out to live off of this month, this is where we saw the biggest decreases. So the total of my other savings accounts is $6,282, which is decreased from last month by a total of $2,457, which is a lot. And that is more than I took out just to live off of for August. So let's take a look at these accounts individually to see where that money went. Firstly, we have my car fund, which is still lower than I'm aiming for it to be, and I'm going to start recontributing to this fund in September, but it didn't go down from last month. My gift fund, I believe, is the same. I don't think I bought any gifts this month. My travel fund has decreased significantly. I put a lot of money aside for a trip in October, which I will give you guys some information about coming up soon. I'm really excited for it. And I also took a trip to the beach. So all of these things together mean that my travel fund has decreased significantly. Now, finally, my summer payment, this is the biggest decrease we saw. There is still $730 in there, which is honestly great. Some of that is just left over from me not having to take it out for August. And then some of that I recontributed after July because I did not spend all the money that I had allocated to spend in July. I also don't think I'll be spending that much money in August because I was traveling a lot, and so a lot of the money just came from my travel fund, and I'm just not eating out or buying that many groceries. I have already gone over my other account because I've put a lot of money into plant things. So in some categories I am going over, but overall I'm still in the black for the month. So this summer savings account will probably be beefed up by maybe like $100 to $200. So all of these things totaled together, all of my investment accounts that increased without me doing anything, and my savings accounts that decreased because I was doing a lot, all comes out to a total monthly change of negative $2,119, which is a lot more of a decrease than we saw last month in July, when my net worth only went down about $800, which brings my total net worth to $29,437. So it did in fact dip below 30,000, which I was kind of hoping that it wouldn't, but I'm still not really stressing about this because looking at that number, it looks amazing to me. I am in awe that I'm able to get here after graduating with negative $9,000 net worth estimated. So I'm really, really proud of my progress, even though it's not the exact number that I kind of had the goal of in my mind. And to put it in perspective, I will show you guys this graph, and this is my net worth for all of 2020, and as you can see, it increased a lot, and we're seeing those 2 months of decreases now. And here is my all-time net worth versus date. So this is since I started tracking. And I started tracking when I had about a $10,000 net worth. Before that, I can only really estimate exactly what it would have been, but these are my actual numbers from every single month that I've been tracking consistently. And as you can see, it's gone up on a trend, and then we've got the 2 months of it going downward. Hopefully, I'll be able to make up for those 2 months in 2 months or less in the school year, but we shall see. And like I said, this is a part of my financial plan. I knew that my net worth would be decreasing this summer, and because I was aware of that, and because I'm not really tied to any specific number that tightly, I'm able to just kind of remain calm and know that my plan is still in place and still ready to work. I think what this does show for me though is how much of an opportunity working in the summer might be. I still really feel like it was so worth it to me to take the summer off. I was able to get way ahead on making these YouTube videos, writing blog posts, and making content for my Instagram. And I was able to really take the time to start planning as much as possible, which isn't that much because we still have a lot of questions about the upcoming school year. But I was still able to focus a lot of time planning for the school year, which is something I've never really had the opportunity to do because I've always been working over the summer. And in addition to that, I was able to travel somewhat freely. Obviously, a lot of restrictions because of just trying to be safe with a pandemic, but I never had to ask off work. I never had to move anything around really in order to be able to take trips, and that was huge. So all in all, I'm really happy with this. The jury is out on whether or not I will work next summer. I'm going to plan though not to work again because it has been amazing. And hopefully it will be even more amazing next summer when I don't have to restrict my travel or just restrict the number of people I'm seeing and when I'm seeing them. So I think that it's totally worth it, but you have to be willing to see those decreases, be aware of them, and still not freak out about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this net worth video. Please stop by at the end of next month so you can actually see me talk about my net worth increasing. We'll definitely get above that 30K mark once again, which will feel amazing, and hopefully we'll make up for a lot of these losses in the first month, but who knows, we'll see. Please make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel for more teacher money content. Bye everybody.